Hello, welcome back. Good morning to all of you. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solution. Welcome back to our live session. This is 11 a.m. right now in Canada, Eastern Standard Time, and 9:30 p.m. in India. Welcome back to all our viewers. Last Friday we couldn't have this show because of my health. I was not feeling better last Friday, so we're not able to do the show last Friday. Sorry for that, but this week definitely I'm feeling much better and live back again to give you an update about what has happened in the last 2 weeks now in the immigration industry. And definitely, this will also give you a time to ask your question. Put it into the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them for you right away. So, this session is for around 30 to 40 minutes. We give you all updates we have from the immigration industry in Canada, and also then you have time to post your question into the comment section. While I'm giving you an update, you can post your question into the comment section and I will be happy to answer them for you right away. So we will be talking about a lot about today about the new tier system which has been introduced by IRCC starting from 16th of November. So yes, you have to, it will impact everybody who was into the pool and they need to update their express entry profile. So we will be discussing about what this new tier system is, how is this going to impact clients who are looking to immigrate to Canada through express entry, because an NOC knock is the most common criteria through which IRCC was like you were getting a point through that express entry, but now that has been upgraded to tier system, tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you will see mostly knock going from OA to tier 1 and then B to 3, and that's how it goes. So you have to make sure that you are updating your profile. So we will be getting back to that and talking more about in detail about that today in this show. Then definitely for international students, the good news is yes, starting from 15th of November, now you can work full time. Definitely you need to meet some conditions. We will be talking about those conditions today, but starting from 15th November 2022 till 31st December 2023, you can work more than 20 hours now, but you have to meet those few criteria. We will be talking about those criteria and who all are eligible to work full time during this time frame, which is a very good initiative by IRCC. But we will be, as I said, getting back to it with more details in this show. Then we will be talking about Saskatchewan release. It's one of its PNP draw was held recently. The invitation was sent. We will be talking about who were the people who were invited and what was the minimum score. Then Nova Scotia also invited through one of its stream. Since February 2022, there was no draw in the stream. November, it was the first time there was a draw. First time there was a draw in November. After February, then November, it was the first time Nova Scotia has invited people in that draw. So yes, we'll be talking about all these in detail today, and definitely we have more updates also for admissions for onshore and offshore both. We have seats available for January 2023 and May 2023 for both onshore and offshore. Contact us as soon as definitely you are looking to apply for admission. We will be definitely able to help you in that regard too. So we will be talking about more in detail about that. So let's get started from the most important update of this week, which is the tier system, which has been now implemented, which was supposed to be implemented on 16th of November. The 16th of November was a couple of days ago. Now you could see you have to make sure if you are into the pool, already created your profile before that, you all need to recreate, not recreate your profile, you have to update your NOC knock equivalent to your tier system. Is it a 1, 2, or 3, whatever your tier system is, you have to update that into your file. Make sure before the next draw, which is Wednesday, you have to do that, because if you have not updated your profile, you will not be invited under the next draw, even if you are scoring points equivalent to what will be the cutoff coming next Wednesday. But you have to make sure that you have definitely updated it. But also to let you know, the IRCC website is not functioning properly since November 16th November. So you have to patience. Even with the consultant like us, we have facing difficulty. In fact, everybody, because it's an online thing, we have to do. The portal is not working very fine. The GC key is not working very fine. So there are some challenges we are even facing. Technically, there are some problems that we are not able to update the profile of the clients. and also you may be also feeling the same. But I think it should calm down very soon, because I think everybody who was into the pool was trying to log in and change their uh, the knock from knock to TA system. Definitely that may be the reason, because of too much traffic on the website. It was not functioning properly, and there were a lot of delays. There were a lot of technical problems we are facing. I haven't checked about this morning, but yes, in the last 2 days, 16th and 17th of November, we had that issue. But make sure you keep your patience and try to update your profile before the next draw, which is expected next Wednesday now. Make sure you do it, because if you have not updated your profile according to the TA system, then you will not get any invitation. You apply, almost your profile is, you can say, is in the pool but is inactive right now till you don't update that. And I'm pretty sure everybody have been sent an email from an IRCC on this regard. So you have to make sure that you've got your email, even if you have not got it. If they have not again sent it, or you have not received it because of technical issue, you still have to go online and update your expression profile according to TA system. Now, there's not too much major changes which will be affecting a lot of people, but there are 16 new occupations which are now eligible for express entry, which is a great news. Now, these people were not eligible previously and they were considered under NOC, but now there are 16 occupations where payroll administrator. The most important information is for the people who have got experience in trucking, but it has to be a trucking experience, has to be on payroll. It has not to be a corporation experience. And in fact, I think everybody of us is now aware that CRA is cracking down on people who are or have been working, have been driving truck and taking money to a corporation of their own or of their friend. That was never allowed, but there was a loophole which people were exploiting. But now CRA is aware about it, and they've already warned everybody. And also, you have to make sure, if you are trying to claim a point for your trucking, it has to be a payroll. You cannot claim a point if you have taken money under a corporation, either your corporation or your friends. You will not be able to claim point. But if you want to claim point, you have to make sure that you are working with your employer on a payroll and not on a corporation. But yes, now you are eligible to apply through PR for express entry, and also that means that you can invite your spouse on a work permit now. Yes, if you are on a trucking LMI, for example, you have got previously before the system, you were not able to invite your spouse and the dependent. The reason was because it was a NOC position, but because of this important change now, you can also invite your spousal on a spousal open work permit if you are even if you have a truck license and you already have a work permit. Either it's a post-graduate work permit and you're driving a truck, or even if you're on an LMI-based work permit and driving a truck, now you can also invite your spouses. So these are a very important update regarding this. If you have any question regarding this tier system, contact us in our office in Canada. We are located in Brampton. We have an office in Alberta, Calgary. Sorry. So you can definitely contact us through these offices, and we will be happy to help you in understanding the tier system. If you need any update, if you want to make any changes, we can help you also understand that thing. So that is very, very important for you. I will be taking up a couple of questions which have been posted, and we will be talking more about in this show about now international students now are eligible to work full time starting from 15th of November from this week. So we will be talking who will be eligible for that. Let me take up a couple of questions we have meanwhile. Hi, good morning, Vishal. Good morning, Naveen. This is Naveen. I have applied spousal PR application uh, with Network. I have questioned, can I use PR tracker to check the status? Yes, definitely. Now, you can use a PR tracker to check your status. The PR tracker was implemented, I think, last year sometime or the beginning of this year. So now when we do a PR spousal application, you also have an access at your end to the same portal where you have given your authority, but you can only do that once the file number has been generated and your profile has been linked online. Then only you will be able to check on your status check of your file. I'm not pretty sure exactly what status your file is or what situation your file is right now. If it's already been submitted, if you've already got a file number and it has already been linked, then yes, definitely you can track the status of your PR application file. So I hope that answers your question, Naveen. Again, if you need any further, I can definitely get back to you after looking at your exact situation of your application. Good morning, Parveenji. Thanks for wishing us. Yes, guys, today is my anniversary. So thank you, Parveenji, for wishing. Thanks a lot. Then we have Mr. Sachin moved to Canada in 2019 January and got PR 2021 October. In this case, when can I start citizenship application? Okay, so basically you moved to Canada in 2019, so 2021, 22, or you got your PR in 21. Okay, so basically this is how it works. To be eligible for your citizenship application, you have to spend 1035 days on a permanent residency. So starting from I got your PR 2021 October. So starting from October 2021 till this one, it's already 1 year. From your temporary stay when you came here on a work permit or a study permit when you initially came in, you can count half the period. So I can assume a 1 year from there. So roughly I can, with the information I have, I think you have done almost 2 years of stay, around 700 days approximately. As soon as you complete your 1035 over 1085 days, 78 days, definitely then you can apply for your citizenship application. So you may have to wait for another roughly a year before you become eligible to apply for your citizenship application. But you can count maximum of 1 year from your temporary stay, and you've already from last October another 1 year, so 2 years definitely I can see we can count, but you may have to wait for another roughly a year before you become eligible to apply for your citizenship application. Thank you, Amit. Good morning. Thank you, Gayatri. Thanks for wishing us. Thanks a lot. Then we have Priya. Thank you. Good morning, Priya. How are you? If you have any question, definitely you can post it and I'll be happy to answer that for you. Now, going on to our most important next update is for international students who are now eligible to work more than 20 hours a week, which started from 15th November 2022 and which will be till December 2023. So if you are an international student in Canada, you are allowed to work, but you have to make sure you are studying in a DLI institution full time. If you are studying part time during your last semester, then also you are allowed to work full time. You have to also make sure you have a status in Canada, you are within Canada, and you are definitely allowed to work. Anybody who is coming to Canada and they have submitted their study permit application before 7th of October, that includes the extension application if you are in Canada, are eligible to apply. For example, if you applied before 7th of October, you are back home in India, you get your study permit approved in December or January, you will be still allowed to work full time till December 2023. I hope that is very clear. So you can also work if you are not in Canada right now, but you will be landing soon. Your study permit is approved and it was submitted before 7th of October. Now this also applies to all the students who are in Canada and who have applied for an extension. If you have applied for the extension before 7th of October, then definitely you are allowed to work full time during this time. If not, then definitely whatever, since starting from 15th of November, whatever is your study permit time left, till that time definitely you are allowed to work. Allowed to work full time under this new rule. So make sure you have keep a note of this one, and you're not violating the term and condition of your stay, and make sure you are aware of who is allowed to work and who is not allowed to work full time, because not everybody is. Now, if you have any doubt, any question, again, you can contact us and we can let you know if you are eligible to work full time or not. But you make sure that you are aware of this rule, you know who exactly is eligible and who is not. Otherwise, you may end up into trouble later on if you don't follow the rules. But most of the international students are eligible to work, so it is a great news. Now, the reason of why this has been implemented is because Canada is facing a lot of skill shortage. They need people. They don't have enough people, young people, to come and work. So what they have done is they've with this rule, almost 500,000 international students will be benefit. They will be allowed to work full time for 1 year, which will give Canada a lot of people to work full time and fulfill this labor shortage they have in the labor market right now. So that is the whole idea, that the students who are already here, why not give them a chance to work full time? But you also have to make sure you're not compromising on your education. You have to still complete your education. You have to still complete your diploma and degree to be eligible for post-graduation work permit. Another important update you need to have it here. We are getting a lot of calls regarding it, that will this full time be counted towards your PR? Will this be counted as a 1 year experience under candidate experience class? The answer is no. Will not be counted towards your express entry points or your CEC points. So make sure you are aware of this thing. This will not make you eligible to apply for express entry through CEC class after 1 year from now, because your status is still student. You are allowed to work full time, but this will not be counted towards your Canadian experience class, and you will not be getting any point for this year of work because you are studying full time along with it. So make sure you are aware of it and you know the rules exactly. Don't be confident that after 1 year that yes, now you are also eligible for PR. No, that's not going to how it's going to work. Once you've completed your education, once you get your post-graduation work permit, and once you have your experience under that, then only it will be counted. So make sure you are aware of that thing. I will be taking up a few more questions we have, and I may be wrapping up this show early because I'm still not very well. But yes, I just decided to do this show because we missed out on last Friday, so I still wanted to come and do it. So I will be taking a few more questions we have from Sahab Singh. We have a question: what is the time period of PGWP after applying? Sahab, right now it is taking a hell lot of time, approximately between 3 to 5 months. It is right now taking after applying for a post-graduation work permit to get an approval. So make sure you are aware of it. Have patience. They are processing the application. The good news is, while we are talking about this, is the backlog by IRCC, what they have right now, is reducing. It has dropped down from 2.8 to 2.2 million applications. I know still not a long way to go, but 600,000 applications have been processed in the last couple of months, and the backlog has been reduced to 2.2 million, which is definitely great news. You have to make sure that you are aware this PGWP application. But once you apply for a post-graduation work permit, you are allowed to work full time, and that experience will be also counted towards your express entry. So that should not be worried about too much. As far as if you have done your uh, education without any drops or gaps, you will be eventually getting a work permit. In fact, you're getting this extra time because once you get your work permit approved, it will be still for the next 3 years. So whatever extra time this is you're getting is the extra time on your stay in Canada, that you can still continue working full time. This will also be counted, and you're getting in fact extra 3 to 5 months while they are processing the application. Okay, then we have, I hope Saib that answers your question. Then we have Mr. Jam. Thank you, Mr. Jam, for your wishes again. How many days, much time Super Visa application take? Right now, Super Visa is moving very, very quickly. In fact, we are getting approvals in less than 2 weeks for Super Visa application. Super Visa application can be done for your parents and grandparents, and you can invite them if you want them to come and stay here for a long duration, for a long time, for a year or so, or a 2 year. Then definitely Super Visa is the visa to be applied. With the new rules which were implemented a couple of months ago, now your parents can stay up to 5 years on a Super Visa in Canada, which can be further extended for 2 years. So 7 years, in fact, your parents can stay. But yes, definitely you need to meet the requirements, the income requirement. Your parent need to have an insurance before you file the application. And as I said, but the good thing is right now is there's a lot of positive rate for this visa, for Super Visa. We have almost got 100% approval under the Super Visa category, and as I said, it is hardly taking couple of weeks for a decision to be made once the application is submitted. So even the applications are being processed very, very quickly. Then we have a question for Pipin. Hello Vishal, I hope you're doing well. Yes, I am. Any changes on OINP, EOI? If yes, what do you? Okay. Pipin, there is no as such new changes coming to OINP right now. Expression of interest is the same. Depending on which stream you're targeting, there's not too much of updates available right now, but you are. I think yes, there was one of the stream under which there was few update made last week. I think it was international graduate stream. Stream had some update for OINP. That is the only stream I can think of which has been recently updated. Where now even the international students who have done 1 year certificate are also eligible now to apply for a international graduate stream. Earlier, it was at least 2 years of education only, then you were allowed. So that was one of the important change. Other than that, there is no change in any of the EOI system for OINP applications. I hope that answered your question. Then we have a question from Neha. So, what is processing time of PGWP extension under new policy? Is the same time as the PGWP application right now, around 3 to 5 months. It is taking right now for the new policy. If you're applied for a post-graduate work permit, it is taking approximately 3 to 5 months for the extension to be granted. Even if you're applying for a new post-graduate work permit, it's the same timeline for that too. Okay, so that brings us to the next update we have for this session is for the college admissions. If you are an international student in Canada or outside Canada, you want to start up your education in January 2023 in Canada, and if you're outside Canada, if you want to start in May 2023, or even if you're onshore and looking for May 2023, we have got seats available for 1 year and 2 year program both starting in January 2023 and also May 2023. If you know somebody who is looking for admission, either they have come to a private college or they have finished 1 year program and looking to start up another second year program next year, then definitely you are contact us immediately. We have seats available across all the colleges in GTA. Few of the popular colleges are also available for May. Couple of the colleges will be opening up in fact for May 2023. So there are a lot of options if you are onshore and offshore. If you're offshore, contact our India offices in Karnal and Kurukshetra, which is in Haryana. And if you are in Canada, contact us in our office in Brampton, in Ontario, and we will be happy to assist you in getting your friends or yourself a college admission and starting up your second year education or starting up a new education completely for in January or May 2023. So if you are somebody looking for college admission, contact us. We have seats available across GTA, across Canada. We will be happy to help you and make sure that you get your admissions. We don't charge any processing fee. We don't for the offer letter for onshore student. There's no processing charges. You just have to pay the application fees of the college. We start from $75 to $125 usually. That's the only thing you need to pay. We don't have any processing charges if you are looking for onshore college admission and if you are already in Canada. I hope that's clear. And if you're looking to start up for January 2023 or May 2023, kindly contact us as soon as possible. Because seats are limited, although they are open up in few colleges right now, but they are limited seats and they fill up very, very fast. Okay, now we have two PNP draws in the last 1 week. We will be discussing about it. Express entry, obviously there will be no draw. There was no draw this week because there was a draw last week where I think the CRS went to 494 and 4750 people were invited. The next draw seems to be coming 490, 489, somewhere around, I think should be around that mark, which is expected next week. And my idea will be this time maybe up to 5,000 people are invited in this coming draw, because recently the previous draw there were 4,750 people, 4,750 candidates were invited, and maybe next time we are looking another reduction in the point by 4 to 5 points, and ITA goes and the number of invitation may go to 5,000 for the next draw. Now talking about the Saskatchewan invited their client with the PNP. Only 35 people were invited, so not a big draw this time. Very limited person were invited. The people were invited in two different streams. One was express entry, where 21 candidates were invited. The other stream was occupation in demand, where 10 people were invited. So in total, 31 people were in total invited under this draw. And the minimum the minimum score required under the expression of interest for Saskatchewan for this draw was 69 for both of the streams. So if you're scoring 69, 21 people from express entry and 10 people from occupation in demand list were invited under this draw. So yes, you have this was one of the draw which was held last week. Then Nova Scotia is one of the draw for labor market priority stream they have in Nova Scotia. This draw was held previously. It was held in February 2022. This is the second draw this year they have taken for the stream. They have although not yet announced how many people were invited and how many invitations were sent. They have issued a bit of details about the draw, but not complete details about how many people were invited, what was the minimum score required to be eligible. But all we know is somebody who has selected French as their first language were invited, English as their second language, and then hold a bachelor degree or a college diploma or certificate were invited. But other than that, there is no further information yet being released by Nova Scotia PNP. We are hoping for more details. As soon as they are available, we will be sharing that too. Then we have always asking, I'll take a question, what step into the North America market with a streamlined immigration process for entrepreneurs? Or if you can just more clarify your question, what are you asking? I know your question related to entrepreneur program, but what exactly is your question? I didn't get it. Sorry, if you can just rephrase your question and ask the exact question answer you're looking at, then I will be able to answer that for you. So for the draws, there were no more draws held. BC has recently made their changes under their PNP point system after this new tier system, which was announced, which was implemented in fact 16th of November. It was already announced. So they have also made their change in the system. They have accommodated according to the new changes being made by IRCC, where they have converted all the NOC knock under into a tier system now, and you have to make sure that you have completing your profile. Uh, you are completing your profile accordingly before the next draw, which is next Wednesday. Make sure that you have completed your updated your profile with the new tier system, so that whenever the next draw is happened, which is most probably happening next Friday, you have updated your profile. Only then you will have a chance of getting an invitation from IRCC. Okay, then I have a question from Bipin again, and difference between knowledge of official language and official language ability. Bipin, I'll advise you if you can just visit our office, or we can book a call and I can answer your question in detail what exactly you want to know about the language. Uh, I may have to check if there have been a recent update. I mean, I'm not as such aware of the very new updates being done on this program, but definitely I can look into it and get back to you with more information, because official language ability is when you're doing writing any test for whatever not a GRE, sorry, the IELTS or a self-pip, whatever you're doing. But whatever is the exact question, maybe I have to go over it and look if there have been recent changes been made, because and I can then answer your question in a better situation then. What is the scenario of study visa can refuse students apply now? Okay. So basically, if you're asking about what is the situation of the study visas, yes, are a lot of rejections coming, but the visas are also getting approved. In this week itself, we have got more than 10-15 study permit application approved from our office in India. So it's not like all the applications are getting rejected and no one is getting the visas. But yes, the success rate is not very high. Uh, but the deserving candidates, all of them are still getting the visa. There are few unlucky people I've also heard who have been even scoring 7 band and they have been reduced. I know they have been unlucky, they have not been lucky through, and the visas were rejected. I'll advise them to refile the application again with stronger statement of purpose and putting your profile into the with the IRCC, claiming that why your profile is one of the good profile and why you should be granted the visas. I'm pretty sure even those visas will be granted on the second attempt. But overall, the situation is good, not bad at all. Canada has already issued record number of study permit in this year 2022. In fact, by August only, they have crossed the number of 2021. So the numbers have been very, very high. The reason why people are wondering is the refusal rate because of the number of applications. The number of applications Canada IRCC is receiving for study permit is tremendous. I don't think any country is receiving that amount of application. So that is one of the reasons you will find a refusal rate high, because the application rate is also very, very high. Canada has never experienced this number of applications coming specifically from India, and I know India has been one of their biggest resources and for international students, and most of the students coming to Canada are from this background coming from India. But still, the reason because the number of application is so high, that makes sometimes looks like that the refusal rates are high. But if you look at the overall number, Canada has surpassed all the previous record for granting a study permit in 2022. There's another question. What is the beneficial for student to get study of 1 year or more than 1 year if they are refused? Okay, it has nothing to do with if it's refused or if it's not refused, basically. If you are somebody who has done a high school back home, grade 12, and you want to come and study in Canada, usually people apply for a 2-year program. For graduate, usually people come for a 1 year program because there are not too much availability of 2 year program. But now there are a lot of colleges who have come with 2 year of post graduation, 2 years of PG program which are eligible for 3 years of work permit. So basically, if you study in Canada for 1 year, you only get a 1 year work permit. But if you study in Canada for at least 2 years, then you get up to 3 years of work permit. So that is one of the benefits you have if you do a 2 year program. But few of the like graduate people, they come here for 1 year program. Once they finish that, then they enroll into the second year program, and that's how they get their 2 years education and get eligible for 3 years of work permit. I hope that all answer your question. If you still have any question, you can contact your office in India or in Canada, and we will be happy to assist you in any study permit application you have. So that is for the show. We have discussed a lot about the most important update we had for this show was the NOC knock being replaced by the TS system. We started in November 16. And secondly, after that, international students are now allowed to work full time. You have to, but make sure you are meeting all the requirements and you are eligible. You have to make sure if you are not clear about it, you can definitely get back to us and we will let you know if you are eligible to work full time or not. That policy is in place till 31st December 2023. Then we discussed about onshore admission open for January 2023 and May 2023. If you are looking for admission onshore or offshore also, we have seats available for May 2023 and January 2023. Then we discussed about two draws we had from the province. One was from Saskatchewan, the other one was from Nova Scotia. So these two draws were held this week. We've already discussed the detail and the information we have as of now for both the draws. So thank you all for joining. I will be available now next Friday, same time, 11. But I have to unfortunately wrap up the show a bit early today. Again, I'm not still 100% fine, but I've obviously improved a lot in my health from the last one. Last Friday was obviously I was not well at all, so couldn't have this live show. But thank you all for joining in. Thank you for waiting for this time and attending this show and giving me a chance to give you an update and also giving you an opportunity here to ask your question live. I hope all the question has been answered. If you still have any question, any concern, kindly contact us and I'll be happy to assist you and take up your application. So thank you all. My name is Vishal Manocha. I am the director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, and also in Alberta, Calgary, and in Haryana and Karnal Kshetra. One of the most important news I just forgot to share. I am traveling to India very, very soon. I will be in India. If you are in India and you want to meet me and book an appointment, I will be available in Kurukshetra on 13th of December and 23rd of December. I will be available in Karnal. In Karnal. So if you are in India and you want to meet me personally, this will be the best time for you to come and see me and understand about your chances of coming and study to Canada or getting a PR in Canada. So hopefully I will see you very soon next month. Till then, definitely we have a live show next Friday coming up before I travel to India. So see you all next Friday. Till then, goodbye and have a good weekend and a good week ahead. Thank you and see you all next Friday.